Stay tuned for this exciting edition of Geek Speak, Indie Edition. First, some intro stuff. We'll be right back. I got an amazing guest, so stay tuned. Warning and disclaimer. The views and opinions expressed on this live feed are those of the guests, speakers, and/or hosts, and do not necessarily reflect the beliefs, official policies, ethics, or positions of the content providers, advertisers, additional hosts, and/or guests, hosting sites, groups, or entities attached to this programming. Viewer discretion is advised. All right, and here we are. I welcome to the show J.W. SIMS. What's going on? Creator of, is it OMNI? Am I saying that right?
OMNI, yeah, just like omnipresent, OMNI.
All right, so I'm going to get out of the way, and I'm just going to ask him some questions. This is all about him and this amazing Kickstarter that we have. So here we go. Take us through this. Like, tell us about this campaign and how everything's going.
All right. Well, you see, we have a little 17 days to go. We need like $871 to fund. We've been doing pretty good. A very steady rise, I guess you could say. It's nothing great. I mean, nothing, to brag about, but I think we're doing all right. OMNI, a little bit about the book, is this character, Floyd Miller, who is your 20-something comic book store manager. He comes in contact with this strange rock, and he gets the powers of his favorite superhero, Mega, and it's just how he reacts to these powers and how the world around him reacts to him being the very first superpowered being in the world. So,
what inspired this for you?
I actually, the writer L.C. Holt, who came to me about probably 4 years ago, and brought this story. He had an idea for it, and brought it to us at Hooligan Alley Comics. Originally, I had a different artist planned, but as anyone who creates indie comics know, every once in a while you get somebody who flakes out on you. And we didn't hear nothing from him for a while, so I took over the artwork on it. I'd already helped to create the character, so I just figured I would get in and start drawing it.
There you go. That's that creative spirit. Never give up, right?
Yeah. Well, I thought because L.C. Holt, if some people know, he's an actor. He does a lot of horror films. He was probably his best known role as the goat mask killer in the movie You're Next. And I always joke around with him if he got WWE money because they stole that mask for the Wyatt family. Like all the Wyatts wore that sheep mask that he wore in the movie. So I always joke about him with that. So he's also right now he directs and he's starring in a film called Time's Up, which is a New Year's Eve horror film, slasher film. So, it's been kind of, haven't been able to really get him on the shows with me because he's kind of busy. But if we get into the thing, here's just some write-ups about him and I, and I threw in about 5 pages, the first 5 pages of the issue, just so everyone can get an idea of what the book is about. Now, this book was actually completed, I want to say 3 years ago, the first issue. We had a Kickstarter back then. I had no idea what I was doing, and it failed miserably. But I just kept working on it. So I have the second issue's complete and ready to go once this funds, and I fulfill all the pledges. I'm going to then drop issue 2 on the Kickstarter. Issue 3, all the line art's done, and issue 4, I'm almost finished with the line art. So, excuse me. So we're hoping to actually get all 4 issues of the first arc out this year, and then we'll be able to get in because it's a 12-issue maxi series, I guess is what they're calling those things now. that's broken up into 3 story arcs. And here you see this comic book Mega, which a lot of these pages, some of the art's going to change because I actually redrew this because I had a new idea for it. But Mega is a very important part of this story. As the main character, that was his favorite comic book. It's from like the 70s, so there's like, it's not like a modern day comic book, and that's who he bases OMNI off of. So, in almost every issue, you'll actually see this an issue of Mega pop up, and and then this is just like really the origin story. The first issue is OMNI being interviewed by Pamela Eaton, who's like our Lois Lane type character. So we're just going through like his first day as being OMNI. So, and that's, excuse me.
So now, 4 issues done. That's more than most people actually ever create of a comic book. Statistically speaking, 4 issues in 1 year. That's amazing. That'll be making a quarterly book. The art looks great. The lettering is spot on. So what is the stretch goals that we were talking about before?
Oh, well,
you said you had some new realignment for people to check out, especially if they back it. I know Mike and Trish are here. Mike said that he's already, I'm sorry, Trish says that her and Mike had already backed it. So maybe there's something here they didn't know. So let's talk about that.
Yeah. All right. Well, these are just 2 of the most recent pledge levels I put in. One was a limited edition cover. There's only 25 of those, which will be hand signed and numbered. And then this is the newest one where you can actually get the line art for the cover that I'm going. So you'll be able to get, that's like a one-off. Like if you want that cover, you can get the line plus all this other crap. But we have backer goals first of all. And our first one we unlocked about a week or so ago, where it's actually going to be a 3 card set. These cards are original art. The art isn't from anywhere else in the book or in the campaign. I have drawn each of these cards just to be cards, so they're not like, I'm just not pulling art from someplace and putting into a card. So every physical backer will get those 3 cards. And what we're hoping for, since we do have 4 issues, plus I have a couple other books that's going to be coming to Kickstarter this year, we're actually going to make a card set. So these are actually the first 3 cards in that set, and then every campaign we have, we're going to have other cards available. So if you back everything, at the end of the year, you'll have the complete set. And then once we get 70, go ahead.
I was going to say it looks amazing. Some of the trading cards. As soon as you're done, I'm going to start talking to you. I've always wanted to really learn how to do the trading cards. Back in the day, I wanted to do creator trading cards where we all got together and did a set. It didn't work out because, like you said, people flake out. They don't get serious about it. When I realized this, I have to become really famous for people to actually follow me to do all the crazy shit I want to do. So that's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to get really famous just so I can get away with doing all the things I want to do in life.
Yeah. And then once you're famous, and even if it doesn't work, it's not like, oh, well, that didn't work.
It's just a hobby.
Just go to the next thing.
It's not even a failure. Oh, Rob tried. That's cool of him.
Yeah. So we'll just see what he tries to do next. And we'll get on that. But I think we're like 10 backers away. Now, this isn't the art. I just grabbed some art to throw on this bookmark, and it's actually going to be a die cut bookmark. So like it's probably going to be where he looks like he's flying out of the bookmark. Like I said, it's not the final art. I just grabbed a piece of art that's actually the part of the cover from the original Kickstarter from 3 years ago, and I just threw it on there to make a bookmark for now. And then once we get to 100 backers, I have a 3-inch chibi die cut sticker of OMNI that all the physical backers will get. And then this, if we get to 125 backers, which we're about halfway there, all the physical backers will actually get a hand-drawn sketch card from myself. So that means if we get there, I have to draw 125 sketch cards. So And they'll each be unique. It's not like I'm just going to draw one and have it mass produced. Each one will be hand drawn, so each one will be different.
Wow, that's super awesome. Trish says we backed it with the Christmas special edition, only available at Christmas time. And Trish loves chibis. I'm not a fan of chibis. I'll be honest, James, I'm not a fan of chibis. That one's cute. I like that one. Like every so often, like Funko Pops. Can't stand Funko Pops, but every so often there's that one you're like, okay, I like that one. The one rare. That's it. I like that chibi sticker you got there. That's something that should be a magnet, and that, or even on your banner. I could see your banner having him on it.
Yeah.
At shows, because we all want to get back to shows one day, right?
Yeah, hopefully. Like I was 2020, I was roaring to go. I had signed up for like every show I could find.
And like womp womp.
Then the world said, "No, you're not. You're not going." So
no one's going.
Yeah.
No cons.
And then these are no cons for you. But then our stretch goals. The first one is 2,500. So as soon as if we fund, it'll unlock a 4-page backup story to be added to the first issue. And that's not the only thing. Once we fund, I have at least, because of some of the pledge levels where people got to create characters, there will be at least 2 more 4-page backup stories. So once we unlock that, you're going to get at least an extra 12 pages of story in the book. So it almost doubles the book already, just by reaching the stretch goal.
Trish says you need a video to help promote this project. She thinks that's going to help a lot.
Yeah, I'm just terrible at videos. Like, I used to have a program where I could do it. I don't even remember what program it was anymore for me to even find it anymore.
Well, here's what finish with the stretch goals, and we'll see if we can't make a quick video for you.
All right. And then at 2750, we'll get a new 11x17 print that I haven't announced who or what it is yet, because it's a stretch goal, and I'm going to wait until we get to that before I announce who it is, or close to it. Maybe if we get close to it, then I'll release that, what it is. And at $3,000, the covers for the main cover and the Greg Kimmett cover will become foil covers. I actually sent away for those yesterday just so I can see what they're going to look like. So if I get them back in time, we're going to share those with everybody. And then at $4,000, it would unlock Mega #1, which is a full-length comic that you see in the book of Mega #1. Since it takes place in 1979, I'm actually having the artist and have the book put together to look as much as I can like it's a comic book from 1979. I'm still debating if I want to do newsprint for it, because that's a whole nother animal. But if we get to $4,000, I will probably look into getting it newsprint, just so it looks and feels like a comic book from 1979. And that's all of the stretch goals we have.
And that's definitely what Alterna's been doing. So here's what we're going to do. I know you said you didn't have a video. We have the time. We have a couple minutes left before our 15 minutes. So we're going to see if we can't give you a quick video. I'll stay in the background and I'll work it. I think it'll work. Hold on. You're not going to hear me. See, I can leave the screen, and that way you can be on screen there. We'll cut it up for you real quick. We'll do a nice thing. Just do the pitch, talk about the pitch, and then we'll show the images for the campaign, and people will see what we can actually work. So start out by saying, this is OMNI, and then read your Floyd Miller, because I love this. Floyd Miller, the comic book nerd, must find the fortitude to thwart the world's greatest foes and being bestowed godlike abilities. Well done with wording there. Well done with wording.
I'm not much of a writer, but
that was a good line, though. So what we'll do is we'll go there. You just talk about that, and then what I'll do is we'll pop it up on the main screen, and we'll start looking at all the different things offered on it. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to switch our background so it's actually that picture that we had up in the front, so we don't even have the geek speak. And then when I get the video done, I'll send it over to you. So we'll start with that, and we'll start the video this way. So when I say go, just start talking about it. Hold on, I'm waiting for the background to finish. And I'm the one who will, of course, fix this in the behind. So this is, we'll have the background set for you and all that. So we'll make a live video for people to see. How cool is this, guys? You guys get to see James on the spot making a video. So you ready, James?
I'm ready.
All right. So when I say go, count to like 2 in your head and then start talking. So we want that the Omni to be the first thing they see when they get a video. Okay.
All right.
All right. So I'm not going to talk. You're just going to read the title and then talk about the things you see on the screen, which is the story of Omni, and then the art will show. So just talk about Omni. Figure about 60 seconds. That's all you need. So just tell me everything you did at the beginning, like it's a pitch. Pretend we're at your table and you're pitching the book. You know, that 60 seconds you get to win them over?
Yep,
all right.
Yep.
If you're ready, I'm ready. So, and go.
Hi, this is Omni. In a world without heroes, devoid of hope, a god amongst men rises from the shadows of war to unleash righteous justice on all who suppress the weak and weary. It's not easy fighting evil, especially when the world fears the very man they've called upon to protect it. In this pulse-pounding limited series, Floyd Miller, a beleaguered comic book enthusiast, must find fortitude to thwart the world's greatest foes after being bestowed abilities beyond anyone's wildest dreams. Hi, and this is JW, co-creator of Omni, and I just want to tell you a little bit about it. Floyd Miller, he's just a comic book geek like you and I, who has a favorite comic book character, Mega. When he comes in contact with this mysterious rock, somehow he gets the powers and the looks of Mega. And the book just asks, what would happen if Omni came to our world? How would people react? Would they think he's a god? Would they be afraid of him? And would the governments of the world try to use Omni as a weapon against each other?
All right, that's good. And at the end of it, we'll just end with the same shot right there, that like that. I'll cut it up for you, and I'll send it through Dropbox sometime later today.
All right, sounds good. Thank you.
You'll have a quick video that something's better than nothing. You know what we can do on the fly, we can do on the fly. So again, James, thank you for being part of this. You're a talented artist who doesn't get the respect you deserve. I've had the privilege of working with you in the past. You live up to what you say, and you're a man of your word. So I appreciate you. I appreciate the energy you put in. I can't wait to see all 4 issues. You're more than welcome to come on Backer Pause when we're doing Backer Pause for the videos and all that, because now you have a video. You have it by the end of the day. There you go. Thank you for everyone who showed up today. Here we go. A lot of our friends say it looks too much like a rip on Superman. Needs the video to show the difference between. Please don't hate people for telling the truth. No, it's true. You know, James has a different idea of it, and the fact that this kid picks it up, and you know, again, I mean, Superman changed our lives. It's what we all fell in love with as kids. We all want to have that superhero being. But I get the feeling from what I've seen in this, it's a very different story in Superman.
And I just that, like, on purpose, it looks like Superman at the beginning. There's a reason why it's a Superman-esque story. Like, but if you stick with us, especially after the first issue, you will start to see the difference between Omni and Superman. So, you know, it's drawn like Superman because that's our superhero archetype. Anybody in the world who thinks of a superhero thinks of Superman, right? That's the first thing that pops into your head. So that's what we want. We want the world to see Superman. But by the end of issue 12, you'll have quite a different picture of Omni.
I love that. And I'm going to cut this part about you explaining the Superman so you can put it in your videos as well. You'll have the top video, and then that, well, you know, don't call him Superman should be like right on top of it. And then we will run this video where you're doing that. You're awesome, dude. I appreciate your time. and go out there and back it. This is what the indie spirit's about. This is why we have awards about it. It all starts here. Creators creating comics, and one day, you know, they can make it to the Creators Hall of Fame by continuing to create, and that's what we want to see. That indie spirit continue on. We all get to be part of it. Thank you, James, for being part of it. 4 issues coming out this year. I can't wait to cover all 4. You made 21 more exciting by bringing up this character, and thank you for not giving up. We all have to applaud him. He never gave up, and he's here now. And just real quick, Kickstarter was a lot different than it was 3 years ago. Now it's different. We're going to be here to get you past that finish line and beyond. Everyone share it today. Thank you for being part of it, and we'll talk to you on the other side. See you later.
Thanks for having me. Bye.